forgot to do the weekly reading that I would normally do today. Since I put out a New Year's reading, I wanted to do our weekly reading. So I'm just going to give a moment for people to come in. How do you guys like the new setup? I have gotten a whole different vibe going on, and I decided to remove myself from the screen. This just makes it easier for me to come on and give you the readings whenever you need them. We don't have to worry about me being so concerned about, getting prepared for that, if you will. So hopefully you guys like the setup. Again, let me know how this is working for you. I like it personally. I think it's a great vibe, tapping into our inner vision, helping us to really see things more clearly. And that's exactly what we want to do, especially moving into a new year, right? We want to be able to see things clearly. So we're going to get into the Auset Egyptian Oracle cards. That's going to give us a main message today. We're going to be able to, the reason I call it a forecast is because those particular cards will give us a main energy that we could be working with, along with, what we may be looking to expect with different areas of our lives. So it goes over about 8 different points. All right, so intuition coming up strongly here with the Hierophant energy. You could be learning and gaining new ways to tap into your intuition at this time. This is the Light Seers Tarot. Queen of Cups also coming out here today. So definitely it's like following your bliss kind of energy. So maybe you're learning, what really makes you, what motivates you in life, what turns you on and gets you happy, if you will, again, and engaged in life. So Temperance and Sun energy coming out here today. Definitely could be working on gaining more balance within yourself, and like that childlike energy and just feeling good again, right? This is a good time to do it. Yeah, Justice, to balance all of that out, whatever has been going on in your life perhaps at this point. So this is the holographic tarot, and that's going to clarify whatever comes out with the Light Seers tarot a bit more. We'll do a Celtic cross and get a little bit of energy. Actually, I think I'll do a Lenormand spread today and look at the energies, all right? So then we got some Inner F and Peace message cards. They'll give us some affirmations for us today moving forward. All right, and advice, sit down and shut up. All right, sometimes there's just nothing more that we can say about things that are happening in our life. We just need to go within and figure it all out. And this could be that time that you're doing that as well. Now, at the end of all of my messages, all of my readings, I will get love messages for us, and these are going to be coming from the Lover's Oracle cards, so do stick around to the end for those messages. So with your readings, you always want to, clear out your space. Of course, I've used Sage and Palo Santo to do so from that perspective. And also, I have my singing bowl that will further help to clear out any energies from the last reading that I did and things of that nature, and get us all ready to go for this reading. So thank you to the angels, ancestors, way showers, and guides of the white light, honoring all those who hear this message. May it serve them well. Thank you so much. All right, guys, I just want to thank you so much for being here. Also thanking you so much for your likes, comments, shares, donations. Do hit the subscribe and bell notification if you haven't already. Nose is itching. That's usually a good sign that Spirit's here and we're going to get a good message out. So let's tap in and see. Now, as you guys come in, let me know where you're heading from. Where are you located at? I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. I would love to know where you're coming from. What's coming out for the collective? 444, I just saw on the timer. 2023, what's going on for the week ahead? The card we have coming out is Bast, joy and pleasure. So this is definitely great energy to tap into. And we're asking, Spirit is asking, if you will, for us to come to that balance within ourselves, to be able to tap into that happiness and, good feeling place within ourselves, because that's where all of it really springs from, if you will. So on the bottom, we've got Giza Plateau and Sacred Journey. So this is a journey right now that is a inner one that we're being asked to navigate and really find what brings us happiness, joy, and pleasure in our lives outside of anything else. But being able to tap into that ability to, just like, oh, look at that, the Giza turning into the Great Pyramid, beautiful energy. So this is you bringing that connection right within yourself. This talks about underground tunnels within the Giza plateau, and this is you making those interconnections with yourself that's going to really allow you to radiate from within. Remember those moments when you were a child and you just naturally felt good at points? You didn't need anything or anyone. You just had a natural wonderment and happiness about life. And that's what this Bast energy is asking for us to tap back into, moving in through this, into this new year, if you will, and into the whole year. It's like, don't forget to tap into this space every day, don't let it be just we feel good for the first few days of the new year and then we fall off. No, this has to become a practice, is what Spirit is saying. All right. So joy and pleasure, and the number for this is a 6. All about balance. 6s are all about balance. And cats, if you have cats, this definitely resonates with you. You know how they're able to get into that place of contentedness, even if they get agitated, they'll get alone, or, they will nap, they'll sleep. Those are all great things that we can remember to tap into as, tools that we can use to help us to calm and re-regulate ourselves, if you will, to get back into a good feeling place. So let's read this card and see what Bast has to offer us for our message for this week moving ahead. Beautiful energies, right? Let's tap into it all year long. This is a goddess. This cat goddess, is the beautiful, sensual, and joyful aspect of the fiery lion goddess, Sekhmet. The 9 realms of the universe are manifest in the cat. They are seen as having 9 lives and can easily enter a state of joy and harmony. Yeah, I was just talking about that, right? So this is you being able to tap into that state regardless of what's going on around you. This is really going to help serve you by practicing this over the next week, but then continuing to practice it all year long. Bring your own happiness into your life. Be able to tap into that space. Then you won't be dependent on anyone to do that for you, right? And then that's where they say no one can take away your joy and happiness, because if it's within you and you can generate it yourself, then you're never dependent on anything else, right? It's like that kitchen, magical kitchen that Don Miguel Ruiz talks about, right? So being able to tap into your magical kitchen and know that you can give yourself whatever you need. You don't have to be dependent on anything else to get that. You know what I mean? Then you are able to generate that on demand. You're not dependent on anyone else, and that's a great place to be. Bast is seen as the daughter and soul of Auset, and she also is the representative of the Syrian cat people on Earth. Yeah, so again, if you're a cat person, you're really going to tap into this message. And it's asking you like to learn from your cats, and just even if you feel that that's your totem, to learn more about that energy of being able to come into a peaceful state. Maybe purring even would be good for you to practice, to help you to feel that vibration throughout your body. You know what I mean? Of course, dressing beautifully and sensually and things of that nature as well. A channeled message from Bast says, I am so full of joy to be here and visit to announce that you will soon have a new flow of happiness in your life. So you may release sadness now. New love will come to many. As a cat goddess, I wish to send you all forms of sensual and earthly delights. So invoke me often to allow them to come to you sooner. So the way you invoke them, right, is generating that happiness energy within you. All right, remembering that there is so much good to come to you if you can hold the right vibration for it to come to you. So, for the forecast for this week, in the area of abundance, forget your money concerns as abundance is coming. Go play and be creative to free up manifestation energy. Love, new love, and more love in an old relationship, shorter term relationships. So, this isn't really the time to focus on outward love. This is more the time to focus on your inner love and all that you can manifest as a result. You know what I mean? Cats are independent, right? And so, this is asking you to be a bit more independent and not so focused on other people at this time. For work and career, don't worry so much. The situation will resolve itself if you relax and go play. Right? Cats are just like, I'm out of here if they have to deal with any craziness, right? And then they just go and entertain themselves and, get back to a better place, and then they're ready to be sociable again. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, so for travel to London, New York, or any big city will be exciting. So it's kind of like change things up and, take a little day trip or something like that, especially if you live by a big city and just enjoy the day. I saw 12:12 on the timer. All right, so for health, relax more and stress less is the answer. Very important for your health, all right? Because stress has a very adverse effect on your body, especially in, a chronic situation where you're constantly stressed. So we got to learn how to release that stress and relax, right? Take a note from cats once again. So family, it says possible multiple pregnancies. Uh-oh, who's pregnant? Could be you, could be somebody around you, but yeah, it could be some pregnancy going on as well. Cats are fertile, as we know. But yeah, you definitely have that bounce back energy like a cat does with those 9 lives. With the future, it says a good life if you continue to meditate and create happiness for yourself. So, again, remembering that the happiness is within you, right? Going within and doing that inner work with the Giza Plateau, underground, unconscious, inner child type of work. So, the Great Pyramid, you're ready, to step out and be amazing, but it's all up to you how fast that comes to you. So Boss is saying you can tap into this energy, again, look up the cat totem and see what comes out with that energy for you, because again, there's a lot to be said for independence and just feeling good within yourself. Dancing, yeah. Four of Wands energy, this could be saying to tap into that, and letting go energy and just, feeling good. Once again, endorphins are released through dancing, as we know from that physiological perspective, right? So it's a great way to open up, those energies of being able to walk away from all of those heartaches and things, disappointments that didn't work out in our life, but also know that they're not our end all be all, not to get too wrapped up or caught up in those situations either. So you may need to, just be more focused on that. Right now it's saying that, maybe you're not working as much, or it's saying not to work so much, needing to really work on the balance within yourself, if you will, with your inner strength. That's what I feel with this energy. Just needing to have that balance within yourself is going to be so important at this time. So you can be strong when you need to, but you can also, like love yourself, be gentle, kind. Seven of Wands in reverse energy is something that, um, you've not, you've stopped fighting for, standing up for. This could be you maybe like feeling like it's been a big struggle, to deal with all the things that have been coming at you. Certainly could have been dealing with some unhappiness in the past because that's what's coming out with this Ten of Cups in reverse in the past energy. So this could be something you're still healing from, maybe not feeling so much like you have the energy, the inner strength, but working on that is what I feel to try to, be able to show up the way that you need to. Again, I do feel like we are working on healing our heart, which of course means healing our mind too. A lot of times when these things don't work out, it also means looking at things from a different perspective. Where like we may have put all of our eggs in one basket, but we needed to be more self reliant, independent, like that cat energy, right? So, Nine of Wands in reverse energy, how you see the situation. I feel like you're over, holding a torch for this person, waiting for things to change, waiting for your happiness, if you will, through this connection with this person. I don't see you working with anyone at this time. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Partnerships, definitely not really anything going on with that. This is a great time, when we can really work on ourselves. Hopes, wishes, and fears is that perhaps we will find that perfect soulmate and not end up with the wrong soulmate and end up being continuing to be unhappy, because right now that's what we're, you know, that's the energy that we're moving towards with all this inner struggle, because you see that there's a lot of strength in the center of all of this. It's taken a lot for you to have to deal with perhaps everything that's happened, and maybe you haven't even really had the energy to deal with daily life, much less, how you feel in dealing with all of the inner work, if you will, right? So that you can really see your own inner beauty and start to shine that forth. So, this is definitely something that could be affecting your energy quite a bit at this time. You may not even be feeling like, going to work, putting the work into a situation because there are so many burdens. And, you may be just feeling like wanting to throw your hands up in a situation that may be going on with you today. Whether it's, dealing with a person or just dealing with the aftermath of someone and having to pick up the pieces, move forward and try to be happy once again. But it does take time, to get back into a good feeling place, to feel ourselves again, once we've been through a pretty intense situation, something that we really felt like was our end all be all, that we're very committed to, maybe even had children with this person. Strength. What do we need to see with strength for the center of all of this? Seven of Swords in reverse. Yeah, whatever it is that you were dealing with, you definitely had to open your eyes to a lot of things, whether it be within yourself, what you were accepting, the people around you, self-sabotaging, or just sabotaging behavior in general around you, right? Over the disappointment, over dealing with perhaps again these love situations. And again, learning to love yourself, learning to be able to be good within yourself, right? Regardless of whatever may happen, whoever may hurt us and that kind of thing. We can't let it throw us off our balance, We can't give up our will to fight, because we definitely, if we just change our energy, if we are in control of our energy and we know more or less how to set our boundaries and not allow people to come in and ruin our day, if you will, knowing that we have control over it, regardless, like it's like nothing is ours in essence, and we do have to be able to always be at that point of, not being totally destroyed by things. Yeah, that's what this is saying here. That's the truth. We can't allow these disappointments, in our what we thought was our happily ever after to destroy us. We have to understand that we just made a bad choice, and someone that perhaps wasn't committed. And maybe we really weren't committed to as well, is what it comes down to, right? Because we weren't sure of the other person's commitment is coming out in the mind space. So it's like maybe you really weren't sure about this commitment either. Or maybe you were. And you were just done dealing with this energy regardless of how you felt about this person. Tired of being put in competition, arguing with this person back and forth all the time, bickering. Hopefully that was it. With these wands energy, though, it definitely took a hit on your energy. Yeah, for sure. Blocked you. So dealing with this, continuing to deal with this, is going to continue to block your energy. Getting away from it, starting to do the healing process, I feel is going to make so much of a difference. But I do feel like it could be still a bit confusing at this point, even if you do know what you're dealing with this person, just because, you're still dealing with your energy. Holidays just happen, there's a lot going on, but all in all, it feels like more or less you're over this, whatever it is that you've been dealing with, and you don't want to deal with deceptive people. Absolutely. 3 of Pentacles in reverse with the 3 of Swords in reverse. So in dealing with, outside energies, this is what we're seeing. You're not working with, these type of people that have perhaps you've already experienced this kind of situation with. This is you learning your lesson, and that's what you'd be best to do, is understand what you've learned from this situation and find your own happiness. Don't allow this person to be your happiness, right? So if you see that these situations are not the right ones for you, you got to know. You've got to know within yourself what your boundaries are, what you're willing to accept, right? That's who you're going to be able to build with. So you've got to be able to have these boundaries in place, all right, so that you can work your magic properly. You'll be able to know the truth when you see it. You won't have to question it. Sun in reverse. And we have the Temperance, all right? This is a need to, again, deal with the unhappiness within ourselves. Get over our funk, basically. I can understand because I'm dealing with my own, especially since the sun hasn't been out here in Arizona for the past few days, and it is actually raining quite a bit right now. So, again, we've got to find our balance within, regardless of, like for me, if I have the sun, and that helps me with I think it's the serotonin aspect, right? But just being balanced within your, in this case, for me, it would be the hormonal state. But I have to find a way to balance that so I can still feel good. And so you have to find a way to do so as well, as what Spirit is saying. You have to be in control of that switch, not someone else, right? Devil energy on the bottom. We've got to understand when we're dealing with toxic energies and choose love. Choose what's best for us overall, right? That's what the energy of 5 of Cups in reverse is it's seeing those 2 cups behind you, no longer crying over that spilt milk, no longer wallowing in that energy of woe is me, but taking responsibility of your own happiness is what I really see coming through here today. Hit the like button if you're resonating, for sure. All right, love advice. All right, falling on the floor. Excuse me. So for love, we have the energy of wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. So you're going to know if this feels right for you, but right now Spirit is saying wait. Especially if you are in a period of separation at this time, it feels like you need to give this person more time and focus on your own healing so that you're going to be better when you come around, all right, and connect with this person again. So we also have, it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. And you're going to know if this resonates with you for sure. That is going to, there is definitely a strong message of if this is concerning someone else, whether you're with them or not, even just dealing with yourself and your emotions within, it's going to be important for you to really make sure that you're clear on yourself before you connect or reconnect with another person, right? Let's get some inner F and peace message cards. And thank you for joining me, for those who are here alive. I truly appreciate you. All right, chop wood and carry vodka. Interesting. Vodka. Is anybody a vodka fan out there? Cheers to enjoying life. You're welcome. So this is definitely a time, you know, maybe to have a toast to moving into a new life, you know? It's like chop wood, carry vodka. Well, you know, do your work, enjoy your playtime, your downtime, and try not to worry too much about everything else. You be you. Yeah, definitely. Um, Makes me think of that song, I'll be me and you be you. You know, it's like, I've become so now. Right? All of those songs, it's like, stop trying to make me do things your way. I'm just going to pull back right now, figure out what's going on within me, and you know, maybe we'll come back around. Who knows? So, practice radical acceptance. Definitely with the Bast energy, this is definitely a time to perhaps again get to yourself with that independent cat energy. Just, you know, look at the situation and be honest with yourself. Are you really happy here? And you know, with those 9 lives, it's not like it's all over with. You've got a lot of opportunity to get it right. All right, so tap into that energy is what I would say. Look up the feline or cat totem, especially if you connect with cats, and yeah, be happy. You deserve that. Hit the like button, subscribe, and bell notifications. I truly appreciate you being here. Blessings for your New Year's and your week ahead. Bye for now.